Good morning, welcome to my channel. It is Saturday, May 24th. I normally do these videos as an update on Thursdays, but it was absolutely pouring, so it's actually nice enough to get outside and do this now. So we are up to officially 8 weeks since the first cherry blossoms were in, and 6 weeks for the other ones. So I just was taking a look here. This plant here still has green ends from the original batch. The other ones all look pretty dead. And this pot here is the only one that still has leaves and signs of life. So this one, both ends of this are green. This one still has some leaves on it, although the leaves aren't looking so great. But the tip right here is still green, so I'm hopeful. We did have heavy rains for 2 days and some wind, so I think the wind might have been part of what happened with the leaves here. Let's go check the garden. Quick stop by to see the planter. It's filling in really nicely. Okay, we've got some clematis blooming. I did lose a lot of petals here from the winds and the rains. Got quite a bit of the violas are still okay after moving dirt. We did lose the ones in the pathway here, but most of the ones that were in the line of fire here did survive, so I'm happy about that. To give you an idea of how much rain we had this week, I've got my bucket, which is probably about 1 to 2 inches of rain this past week, to give you an idea of that. Alright, so let's start over on this box. These sunflowers were really mad about being moved. And you could see we've got the dead leaf thing going. But when I took a look at these, we are getting a lot of new leaves. So even though it was really mad about being moved, we do have new leaves, so that's good. All the little tomato plants in a row here are the possibly black cherry hybrids from last year, so I'm hopeful. And I'm hoping at least one of them actually ends up being that. Since they're babies, they could be any variation from the plants. Over here, I had put this red lettuce by the onions as a test to see if that would keep critters from eating it, and so far it still exists. I did repot up my thyme here, so I took out, there was like a lot of dead stuff, and I put fresh dirt underneath, and that's looking so much better already. And then I've cleaned out that pot back there, so we'll see how that goes. The acorn squash was really mad about being moved, and I did lose a few of them, but it looks like a lot are bouncing back. And then we've got the planter over here. Alright, this bed over here, we've got the leeks, and they're still doing good. No sign of any bok choy yet, and all the peppers and tomatoes and everything in here are looking really good. Over here, nothing growing yet that's been planted, but we do have the hot cherry peppers and then the mystery tomatoes. While some of these tomatoes were looking kind of half-hearted before, it looks like they're all really perking up. So these are all mystery, no idea what they're going to be yet. Then over here we've got the Romas and the sunflowers. No sign of anything planted yet, but the possibly Roma baby is there, and I thought that was going to die, and it's actually looking pretty good. Over here we've got the zucchinis and the cucumbers. And we have the first sign of the chamomile growing, but also look at all the aphids. So I'm going to have to come out here and figure out how to get rid of all the aphids. There's ants and aphids. What a great combination. Alright, and then over here we've got the peas, and I wanted to show how the trellising is working. So the trellis on this one, the peas, even though I keep putting them like in the trellising, they're not staying behind it and like looping into it, but they are all staying in an upright position, so that's great. Then over here, this was the new trellis I'm trying, and they are actively grabbing a hold of it. All right, coming to this side, this one you can really actively see is climbing. So they do like this new trellis that we're trying out. And I did put those squash plants in the middle here. So these ones were the mystery squash on this side, and over here were the acorn squash that were moved from that smaller box. And they are looking really good now. They initially were kind of wilty and sad, as you can see with some of these leaves here, but they have all new growth and they're looking really great. I did stick some more peas in, and it looks like some of the peas are starting to pop up here. So there's one over there. They are beginning to grow here too, so they'll help fill in this gapping here. And I've got this here. All right, over here I'm starting to see strawberries, which it looks like some animal has already found, and now I have to throw that away because I never get to eat the strawberries. Animals always eat the strawberries. So just throw that to the animals. We've got a columbine coming up here, and the pineapple's looking good. I think that covers everything. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great day.